Best spots in the city on the map, from the hidden gems and the most underrated to the top ranked and highly anticipated. We're the go-to pros for letting you know where to spend all your free time and your hard-earned dough. So enjoy the show, sit back and relax. It's a 215 Vibe Podcast.
They are the bougie blue collar, Philly sports enthusiasts, small business supporting, self-proclaimed socialites of the 215. Your hosts, Burkhart and Allyssa.
Episode, we don't know, but we're back.
We're back.
It's been a hot minute. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah,
we got a lot going on.
Well, we've tried.
A lot happened.
A lot has happened. It's summer. When it's summertime in the city, you just gotta ride the vibes. It's short-lived time. You gotta make the most of it.
Yeah. You've been up to some things. You've been having a couple vacations.
I have been living my best life on the daily, but I'm back to business. I'm wearing my glasses today. I'm standing on business.
Oh, she like the business.
Yes. We got a lot to talk about. There was an attempted assassination on the Don.
They went after the Don.
He's a made man now.
There was a kind of an assassination on Biden too, with bullying him out the office.
There really was
It was a double coup.
Yeah.
Coup d'etat. Is that how I say it? Let's just make that up.
We're going to go with that's how you say it, because we kind of just make shit up on here and then go with it anyway.
Yeah, and people, we get called out on it, so that's what it is.
My dad's always rolling his eyes but no, for real, crazy shit's happening. We're living in crazy times. This is definitely just the most wild, time of ever.
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
What a time. It's scary. It really honestly is scary. You got to overthink going to big crowds. For the people that go, whether you're Republican or Democrat, for the people that go to these events, I think that is really scary to go to. I would never go to one of these rallies.
Yeah, no. Especially after that
Yeah.
wildness that just happened. You're just going there, you think you're supporting somebody, and you don't leave.
I didn't realize how dangerous it is to go to an outdoor event versus an indoor. It makes sense when they say it, but they just said the amount of police force and manpower they need for these outdoor events is kind of crazy. And then for the shooter to literally be on the only roof near the vicinity of the rally.
That was just handled poorly. The director of the Secret Service resigned. She was the former director of PepsiCo. So she was in charge of guarding the Pepsi cans and the Cheetos.
So she went from guarding Cheetos to guarding the ultimate orange man.
Yeah, I don't understand that upgrade. I feel like there's some kind of buffer in between Pepsi and the president. There should be maybe diamonds in between that. Maybe protect something a little more value.
A product to a person is a huge jump.
Right.
So that was really crazy, and it's just upsetting, but it kind of brought me down this crazy road of looking into previous assassination attempts. So history really does just repeat itself. It was 1963 when JFK was shot. Before that, Teddy Roosevelt, he was a thug. He had a 34-page speech in his pocket when the attempted assassination happened on him, and the bullet got lodged in the speech, and he got up there after the attempt and read the speech with the bullet hole in it.
Keep your paper on you.
Yeah, how badass is that?
Yeah, that's a good story right there. What a day to have 35 pages of speech on you.
Yeah, and then just get up like nothing happened, and that's a leader.
You could tell that Trump wanted to do that too after he got shot. He wanted to get back up and just rip a speech, but they were nah.
Yeah, get down. But then they did let him do the fist pump, which is just so that picture is going to be in history books.
It is. It was cool. Think of it to react that way that fast.
Which is why so many people were it was fake. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
It was the best promo he could have ever had.
Anyone else would be holding her ear on the ground, just kind of figuring out what the hell just happened.
I know, but it was crazy how many people just disregard, like him or hate him or whatever. He is a human being. And his wife, who I do love, Melania, that gorgeous woman, and his son were up there. Like, have some regard. It is a human life.
Absolutely. It's someone's father, someone's husband.
But so many people spoke so negatively, and I think that it's just assumed that everybody hates him, that they ended up really losing their job. I think the fire chief in Delaware County, one of those people posted something like, next time aim better. Jack Black's tour is canceled. Did you see that?
I've seen that.
So either way, we need to have regard for human life, and that was not okay. But I am a little bit concerned because this like crazy celebrity psychic I follow, she was saying that she thinks that this is only one attempt on Trump's life of more to come.
I believe it.
So
I mean,
like, hopefully they all stay strapped.
a lot of people want them dead. Many men.
Many men.
Many men.
But also in the same thing, I've been pissed because I also love RFK like hardcore.
You are a little RFK fan.
I am such an RFK fan. I think I'm just a fan that I don't understand how the FDA is even a thing for our country. All they do is poison us and kill us and pass toxic chemicals in all of our food, and they poison our children. And he has spoken out about things, but they've labeled him as this crazy anti-vaxxer. But when you actually look into him, he's not. He has spoken truths. But we don't even know that he's a presidential candidate because the mainstream media refuses to acknowledge him or give him any coverage, so nobody even knows about him. But also, he has had numerous attempts on his life throughout his campaign trail, and Biden has refused to give him Secret Service. His freaking father was assassinated.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like, that should be just a given.
Right away. So, of course, now he has Secret Service. But before that, somebody rolled up to one of his events and pretended to be a CIA agent and was, like, strapped with all these guns and was going to try to kill him.
Oh, when this happened?
Like a couple months ago.
Dang, that's crazy.
But if you're interested in this stuff, you should follow House and Habit, who is an independent journalist, and you'll see what's really happening in our country. Because if you watch the regular schmegular news, it's all lies. But there is a lot going on. So now it hasn't, I guess it's official, but I don't think it can be official until the DNC convention. But Kamala is the Democratic
looking like the nominee.
Yeah. Before they announced that, I think Trump did have it in the bag, honestly, but now I don't know.
Yeah, between surviving that assassination attempt and just winning that debate, he really did have it in the bag. But now we got ourselves a race.
But thank God for debates. Like, I think it's so helpful for the American people to be able to hear, like, on the clock where these people stand in split decision making, too, you know, and explaining. So that'll be interesting. That's been a time. And it really is just crazy to, like, look at history and truly see that nothing really changes.
Yeah, no. It's just different players.
Yeah, wars, fear-mongering.
I seen a pretty interesting picture. It was like the last 5 presidents and how many assassination attempts they had on them. And it was 0, but the amount of wars they had was like 15. Maybe it wasn't that much. Maybe I'm making that up. But it was a big number.
Well, it's inflation time, so.
It's inflation, yeah. It's inflation, so it makes sense. So maybe it was 15. But then it was like, it showed a picture of Trump, and it said, you know, 1 assassination attempt, 0 wars. Honestly, I mean, we do need to stop being the world police. Like, I think the world needs peace, but we shouldn't be the ones trying to police everyone, have a base in every single country. Like, that's just crazy.
Well, it's also unrealistic. And the same thing, like, all these people are saying, like, oh my God, they're going to bring back slavery. They're going to do this. Like, first of all, the new slavery is child trafficking. Like, you know, nothing has changed. Like, human trafficking has been going on, we know, well before 1776. But
the new slavery is working present day. That's what the new slavery is. It's, you don't make enough money to even live a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
Like, right now, to live like our parents did, you would need to make $170,000 per year just to live how they lived. That's how much things went up in the last 40 years.
Well, it kills me because my parents bought their, like, beautiful single-family home for less than I bought my itty-bitty baby home for.
It's sickening.
It's so hard right now, and I just feel so bad for like parents right now, and just middle class Americans and lower and poor people. Like it's a struggle. Also, I didn't realize with mortgage and foreclosure and stuff, if you miss a payment, like you can only basically miss like 1 or 2 mortgage payments before your house is essentially in foreclosure. And that's so easy to do in today's economy. Like you get behind once.
Yeah. You have like a little trip up, a little, little injury, falling hard times, work dries up, like you're right there.
Yeah, it's really scary. So hopefully we can just round a corner, and also on top of this, they make it so you can't even afford to eat healthy. Like it's easier to just eat cheap, and we're just feeding the FDA cancer machine.
It's funny. Me and my brother actually have a few good arguments with about the FDA, because I was naive at times to believe the FDA was doing us a favor, and when he would take like supplements from GNC, I'm like, the FDA didn't like approve that. He's like, don't matter. He's like, what they approve anyway is like bad for you. So it's like, touche, you got a point.
It just came out like today that the FDA just removed this chemical that was put in the glucose test for pregnant women that was known to essentially cause all of these like diseases, cancers, and the women were drinking it to test their glucose to check on if they had pregnancy-induced diabetes. Like, so now the woman and their child are just like right at risk of like cancer
because of the chemical that
you're
missed.
Forced to drink.
Wow.
See, here I go back on my RFK shit, but like for real.
I mean, look at did you ever see the movie Dark Water? Of Mark Ruffalo? Well, that movie was based on the company DuPont, and they were just like putting chemicals in the water.
Dude, I can't. It's like right now, actually, there's all this stuff going on Instagram that the water in West Philly is coming out with bubbles in it. And people were commenting, and they were saying that there's also this one block over there where like 5 people, maybe more, but a bunch of people have the same cancer diagnosis at the same time. Like no family connection. So, but like that movie Aaron Brockovich, where they're just like poisoning areas.
Right.
Flint, Michigan. We have places in America that don't even have clean water. Like, it's so crazy.
We're still just giving money away left and right.
We're giving money to every other country where people feel so passionately about all these other things, but our own fellow Americans are homeless and being poisoned. Like, look at your neighbor and honestly show compassion. We're just in such a fucked up place because it's, like, so extreme on every level. Like, it's just like we need to bring back like
unity.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need to unite. We are the United States.
Yeah, we do need to unite. We are so like just dark and divided right now.
Yeah, accurate.
Sucks. But we are here to promote peace and love and happiness in America.
In America.
Yeah. Yeah. America for America.
Well, back to the summer vibes. What have you been up to this summer, and why can't we get these podcast episodes out every week?
I know, I've been booked and busy. I feel like I've just been working and playing hard. I have been out on the scene, lots of happy hours. I went on a nice, wonderful vacation out of the city. Talk about America and my love for it. I was in the heartland. I was in upstate New York for a week for 4th of July with my dog and Chooch. Try to give Mac a vacay every summer.
Well, family quality time. I like it.
Yeah, it was great. We were literally, I want to say we were glamping. We did have like a house, little cabin thing, but there were bugs. I forgot. It takes me a couple of days to come back around.
What, in the cabin?
Yeah, like...
Is that where it's like glamping?
Yeah. Like, it totally was... Anybody that camps would be like, you were in a house. This is ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had a
so
TV.
You weren't camping, but you were glamping.
Yeah, there was just bugs, and like every time I turned around, there'd be like a bug. I was just like stressing. Night 1, like Chooch fell asleep. Mac and Chooch are next to me sleeping. I'm trying, and then like a bug flew, and then another bug. Next thing you know, Chooch like rolls over and wakes up like, "Good morning. I haven't slept." I'm like, "I've killed 36 bugs since you've been
murdering bugs."
Yeah. So, but once I got past it, it was so great. I was just vibing in the trees and in nature. I'm so, of course, excessive too. Like, I'm out there, I'm telling Chooch, like, you gotta soak up the energy of the earth. You need to, like, be barefoot in the grass. Like, he, like, looks out, I'm barefoot, I got my hands on a tree, I'm trying to manifest. But it was amazing, and the Hudson River ran through our backyard.
Oh, shit.
That was pretty epic. So I brought a little tube, and he tied me up to a rock, and I was just floating in the river.
That sounds like a cool trip. Now, do you feel like you were grounded from that?
I seriously do. I came back. I always come back from these nature vacations that we do with, like, a new perspective on life. Like, when you go out in nature, you realize, like, all your problems are so small. Like, the world is so much bigger than you.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And you just need to, like, be in front of a big-ass mountain and realize, like, you're
How
just...
small you are.
Yeah, and you're just here for the journey. I'm just here for the party, you know?
I like the image of, it shows you how big you are, then it starts zooming out. And next thing you know, it's like, you know, you see this city you're in, then it's the state, and then it's the country, and then it's Earth,
Yeah.
and then it's our solar system.
Seriously.
And you realize how small we really are.
And then to not get, like, super deep and trippy, but, like, your soul, like, is the one that made it. Like, you're, you know, like,
Right.
you really are here. You're alive. You have to take advantage of every opportunity. So it was so good. I was all my spiritual, grateful, vibey shit. And then plus I was loving America.
It's all positive stuff right there.
It was so good. I really had the best time, but I did develop this freaking cold that I've been dealing with for weeks. I'm like coughing up a storm.
Yeah, I thought I seen the IDU for a second.
I know. We were trying to record episode 575, and I went into a straight coughing fit. I couldn't come out, really.
No, you can. You're struggling. I felt bad.
I was down bad.
It's about to call emergency services.
I was down bad. But yeah, so that was just so great. And actually, on our way up, we were listening to the New Heights podcast. Is that what it's called, New Heights?
That's the one with Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, I never really listen because I'm busy listening to my own. No, I'm just kidding. But
Giving ourselves views.
yeah, seriously, we need them. But when I was listening, it was so cool because they kind of did like a 4th of July thing, and they started talking about comparing the founding fathers of our nation, you know, Benny and them, to like football OGs, and it was super cool to hear them like giving their insight and comparisons, and could appreciate it because, you know, we all just love America.
That's a really good time to listen to a podcast too when you're just on a long road trip like that. How far was the drive?
It was 5.5. Yeah, it was a while, but we did Maine 2 years ago, and that was 10. So now I feel like we can do anything. We survived. I'm like,
that was Mac holding up.
He's so good. He's like the best dog ever. He was so vibing on this vacay. At one point, he's totally in manifestation mode. Like, I am manifesting a yard. Why can't I have this every day? We had like 6 acres. It was awesome. Yeah, no, take me out of the city. I'm like, look how great this is. So safe and clean.
I know. We love the city, but we don't love the city.
Yeah. No, I do love the city with my whole heart, but
it's just like...
It's tough sometimes, especially this summer.
A lot of unfortunate people out there. Well, you know, you run into them a lot. For some reason, I like chasing it.
Wait, back to this. So actually, yeah, let's get into it. So I'm getting a late night spray tan Thursday right before I head to the beach, and I'm walking to my car. Shout out Glow Tans by Liz, and she's walking with me. And dude, we come out of her building in Northern Liberties, and there is some creepy homeless guy like begging for $1, and I cannot play because we know I have been like chased down. And this guy just all of a sudden starts chasing. I'm like, here we go.
So what'd you do? Did you run or did you fight?
Oh, I was running. But then he like ditched me and then like ran for Liz. And then she had ended up having to go home. She couldn't even go back out that night, like to go whatever she was going to do. It's so annoying. It's such a shame because it's a pandemic of the mentally ill in this city. Like, they got to go somewhere for real.
It really is.
And they got nothing to lose.
No. You're the one that has something to lose.
Yeah.
There just needs to be better solutions. Like, what do you do with them?
And like obviously the ones that are harmless and just like fell on hard times, I feel so bad for.
Right.
But I've come
They're
across,
not the ones chasing you around.
Yeah, I've come across so many that are just seriously insane that it sucks. But Sherelle is trying, but then you got Krasner letting them out the back door.
Yeah.
It's like, so how are we ever going to get anywhere?
I don't know. We're stuck in between a rock and a hard place.
I am happy with Sherelle. She's laying down the law. But this man's over here like, yeah, they ain't that bad. Let them back out.
Yeah, the crime wasn't that bad. They just murdered 3 people.
Yeah, like. So that was my little story. But yeah, I'm living my best life. I love going out and about downtown in the summer, but I do stay with my mace in hand. I will spray a mother effer down. But it's like they know. I don't know. I got a target on my back with them.
Why you? What do you do to them?
Well,
Are you cocking at them?
No, but you know what? I'm so like spiritually heightened that I can just feel the energy, and I feel like they can they're like demons.
They're like, we gotta get this.
Yeah, like they can
Good
feel
angel.
my energy. Yes, they really are trying to bring my earth angel down. Little old me. Yeah, so that is the only downfall of my summer. These pain in the ass home. Now I'm talking shit on the homeless. If it ain't the kids, it's the homeless.
Add them to the list.
Add them to my
PPA,
Yeah.
teens, Krasner, and homeless.
Yep, pretty much sums it up here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, what else was you up to? I know you did something recently too. You were down at the Shizor.
Oh my God, I love the shore vibes. You know, it's funny. I always say my favorite bar in Wildwood is my beach. I just don't hit the bar scene anymore. I was always hot and cold with North Wildwood bars, but I think I found my spot. I went to this new spot. I think it's at 22nd and the Boardwalk, but it is like a wholesome family fun spot. Me and my girlfriends did a beach day, and then we went there for dinner. My one girlfriend had her daughter with us. And, you know, there's live music. I love bars where I can see the beach. Like, I'm on the beach, at the bar, looking at the ocean. That's perfection for me. So, that is the vibe there. And they had the live music. The food was good. The drinks were amazing. And it was just like that old school Wildwood family dinner fun night. It was everything I needed. It was great. So, I had a wonderful time. And then I caught the sunset after that. So I was thriving.
Oh, you was in your element.
I was totally in my element. Normally I catch mad sunrises in the summer, but I've been having a hard time getting up.
What, you been sleeping in late?
Like when I'm down the shore, I got the window units, and dude, I just sleep like a baby with a window unit.
Just the sound after a hard day of work and the heat?
Yeah.
Go right out like a light.
Like a light.
Like a light. Slept through the flight.
How about you? You been out and about on the scene?
Yeah, we went, me and my siblings went out to Mercado. Did I say that right? Mercado. Great food. Restaurant wasn't super accessible, but we made it work.
Did you sit inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside?
Yeah, there wasn't really much room outside, thinking about it, to sit and really...
But you made it work inside where the table's a good height?
Good height, just tight. We had to move some stuff around.
Well, it's always nice to know when you got a new spot.
We also went to this place afterwards. It was a knockoff Harry Potter bar.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Were they making potions and shit?
Yeah, there was trains came out smoking.
Get out.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's probably a cool Halloween bar.
Right. I would check it out again Halloween time.
What was it called?
I don't know.
Do you know?
No. I know where it's at. I'd probably take it back. That place wasn't accessible either, though. But, again, we made it work.
Well, that's cool. And this is your season. This is your time to shine when it's hot out.
All this talk about the summer brings me back to the summer that changed my life forever 14 years ago.